All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. This is going to be a video on how a lot of women, more so than men, are going to be persuaded into taking the charagma, right? And when you point out women's weakness to them and how they're easily persuaded and all of these things, right? They get angry, right? And they try and catch an attitude, but women are not as deep as they would like to think they are, man. Right? Women cannot even handle telling their female friends no a lot of the time. They can't even handle female peer pressure, right? Which is why the majority of women all go after the same guy. And if that's what they want to do, then go ahead, right? Because this is your world right now. You're joint heirs with Esau in this world right now. Go ahead and do it. But then don't be hypocrites and complain when that same one guy ends up dealing with all of those women that are going towards him, when he's doing what the scriptures say, and you women all going after that one guy that's most liked in whatever particular area it is. That's you doing what the scriptures say at that point in time. But then you go off being rebellious and try and expect that man to pick one woman when you women out there can't even pick one man. You understand? You women have your roster and all that. Oh, having men's names in your phone as food date and all that, as food. Having men's numbers in your phone as money symbols and all these kind of stuff, right? Having 5 different guys. One when you want to complain about the guy that you really want to be with. One to come through at night time. You know what I mean? One that's good for money. One that your family would want you to be in a relationship with. That's good to be presentable out in public according to the world's social standards, right? You got all kind of things going on out here. And because of all of this stuff, that's why it's very clear that women are going to be some of the main ones taking a charagma, man, because women love themselves too much, right? Men don't love themselves as much as women love themselves, right? And people think that's a good thing to love yourself, right? But the scriptures say that you're supposed to hate your life unto death, right? Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with a Mashiach 1,000 years. So there's potential out there. This ain't necessarily going to be a thing for everyone, but there's the potential out there that you may have to, as the scriptures just said, get beheaded because you believe in Yahweh Shai and you believe in the word of Yahweh, and because you don't want to take the charagma. Right now, women love going to church, right? They love going, but they don't really love the Bible like that, because certain times when you're seeing the scriptures that it says that women ain't supposed to do this, women ain't supposed to do that, they'll say, oh, that was back for them times. They'll have an excuse up their sleeve. Oh, that was back for them. Oh, who wrote that? Men wrote that to control women. Well, okay. So who wrote the bits in the Bible that say that men are supposed to look after their wives? Was that women that want to control men that wrote that bit in there? Or was that part men as well? Oh, well, you know, a lot of women are going to take the charagma, man, because they ain't able to look at themselves and think about themselves, man, you know what? I really ain't nothing, man. And actually, it will be an honor to go through that. A woman can't really think like that. Not really, man. Now, there are some instances in the Bible where women have gone through things like that, right? But it was at a point where after, like, she was the last one to go. When you read about the story of the mother and her 7 sons in the book of Maccabees, right? Had they have maybe asked her to go first, who knows? Would she have did it? Who knows, man? Now, Yahweh set it up the way that he set it up. But that was a way more righteous woman than the women now. Because these women now in this world, they'll think that they're righteous, right? Because they are with their husband, and they might have only committed adultery on him and he hasn't found out. Women will think that they're righteous because of that. Or women will think that they're righteous because they've slept with 10 men in their lifetime, but all their friends have slept with hundreds. So they'll actually think in their mind that they're like a virgin status, which is not true, right? A woman that's actually would be considered righteous according to the eyes of God would actually go out and find her husband another wife and save him the hassle. To be honest with you now, how many women out there are going to do that in this world? How many? Zero, if you ask me. Zero of them. And women will get mad when you mention these things to them. And part of the reason why men like to mention this stuff to women isn't even necessarily because we want to do that right now. It's just to prove that you don't believe in the Lord as much as you say you do. It's just a quick thing to pull out to show you don't believe in the Lord as much as you say you do, man. You don't. Right? Now, let's go into another thing when it comes to the Bible, man. What it says about the charagma. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, and the cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So the charagma is going to be based around buying and selling. We already know what it is, right? We already know it's going to become that thing, right, is going to be used as the only way to be able to buy and sell items. Or you've got a business, you want to sell something, or you got to set up this technology and you've got to take it yourself. This has got to become the method for payments in your company so that you can buy and sell. You want to try and do that old school cash stuff. We ain't doing that no more, man. That's old news. You got to get on this new plan. And if you don't want to do that, you can't sell, right? Or you want to buy something from this store that's had this system set up and you want to try and give them cash because you're saying you don't want to do what we're telling you to do. Well, that ain't going to work no more because he might accept the cash, but we ain't going to take the cash from him. So he'd end up losing out on money by trying to be a nice guy and make you not have to do what we want everyone to do. That's how they're going to be coming with it. That's how they're going to be moving to people, man. And people don't believe that they would. But look at this new bill that just got passed in America concerning the JOOs, right? They basically said, keep your mouth zipped and don't talk about me at all. That's what they basically said. They realized that all the things where they was talking about everyone else and saying everything and trying to get people to not talk and how everyone was exposing them. They was like, you know what? This is getting out of hand. Let's write a law right now and make it be passed so that no one can say anything about us. And they wrote it in. You know, they just wrote it in. And this really is a thing that all you Edomites have did together, man. Because you didn't mind about freedom of speech when you could call us a black monkey or something like that, right? But then we started coming up with terms to say back to you. And the things that we were saying back to you were true. Because when you say that we're a black monkey, that's not true. Monkeys are in the zoo. But when we say that you're an Edomite and you're going to suffer what's written in Obadiah chapter 1, verse 18, that's true. Your racial slurs are lies. But our things that we say to you are just the truth. And you have to write laws to stop it from being said, man. But anyway, a lot of women are going to take the charagma, man, because they love buying and selling. Go to anywhere where a large portion of money is being spent, and you're going to see some of the most attractive women that you've ever seen in your life. In any city that you live in, whatever city you live in, go to where monies get spent, and that's where you're going to see some of the most attractive women that you've ever seen in your city. Wherever there's some money being spent, or they got £1,000 handbags and that's the cheapest handbag. Okay, go there. There's gonna be women there. Oh, they've got a restaurant and it's a minimum £200, minimum £300, minimum £500 a plate. Go there. Women are gonna be there because women love buying and selling, man. In particular, they love buying more than they love selling. They love that. So them not being able to do that kind of stuff is gonna be hard for them, man. Them not being able to have the same comfort as they have now. This society was made for them. This society wasn't made for men. This was made to keep breaking down men. In particular, the Israelite man. This society was not made to build up the Israelite man's life. This society is literally the complete opposite of how we would have had a society going if we were in charge. We wouldn't have no one man to one wife system if we was in charge. That's ridiculous. That's not even how that's literally not even how anyone does it anyway. They have that system in this world, right? But look what ends up happening anyway. Look what ends up happening. Who's really following that? They have the wedding vows and all of that till death do us part. But look at the divorce rate. So women can't even keep that oath. So when all hell breaks loose, you think that women are going to keep their oath to their husband? If the husband don't want to take the charagma and she's hungry, she's going to take the charagma. And she's going to be able to, in her mind, justify it easily. I was hungry. You weren't making no money to get no food. So I did a business decision and I went and got that. And then you're going to drop that stupid BS that they say at the end of every sentence these days. Period. And then they're going to keep it moving. That's how they're going to come with it. they're going to be doing that thing that Apostle Tahar said, where it's like they're grabbing grapes out the sky. Invisible grapes out the sky, man. They're going to be doing all that. They're going to have the neck shake and twist. You know what I mean? They're gonna have that mouth, that scream that we're that scream that women have, where their eyes go big as hell, and then their teeth start looking like they grew about 1 inch longer. Their so lucky that scream that women get, where their eyes go big as hell, and it's like their mouth open like a hippopotamus, and then their damn canine teeth is coming like their canine teeth are like hippo's teeth for just a few split seconds, man. Better start ranting and raving out their mouth, bro. They're gonna be doing that. That thing where they start scuffling around and and then when they start scuffling around and they know they're cut, and they start looking at the floor or fiddling around with it's the same thing for like 10 minutes straight to try and come up with a lie in their mind. And they start, you know what I mean? This is the kind of things that women do, man. And when it goes down, they're gonna find it easy in their mind to justify this. I'm hungry. I want safety. I want security. Right? So I'm gonna do this. But just like Eve didn't want to die alone. When she thought she found something good, she tried to get Adam in on it. So when these women get that, and they start thinking that they've got it, in order to prove in their mind that them taking that was a good idea, they're gonna try and get men to take it, man. If any brother out there, his wife ends up taking that charagma, let's just put it out there, she's not of the elect, right? And that goes for me too. Any man, if any woman around them, whatever, they take the charagma, that woman's not of the elect, man. Right? That goes for any man out there, right? But then they ain't gonna want to just have the charagma in themselves. They're gonna try and get you to have it too. Because just like Eve had to try and make sure that what she did was right. So she got Adam in on it too. And these women in this time, when they do it, they're gonna feel a bit of guilt initially. But in order to prove that what they did, is right, they're gonna try and get their man to take it, and they're gonna make sure that their children take it too if they got some. That's what they're gonna do, man. And then men are gonna have the decision to make. Well, are you gonna say to hell with all of them then? If a man's children get it, is he gonna have the ability to say, they ain't my children no more, man. I'm gonna get some new children back in the kingdom? Or is he gonna say a strong family sticks together and then he just stays with them and they all just burn in the lake of fire, man? People are gonna have a lot of decisions to make, man. But this was just a quick a quick video, man, going into like why I believe that a lot of women are gonna take the charagma, man. A lot of them. A lot of people in general are gonna take it anyway. But a lot of them are gonna be females, man. So many. Because this world that we're living in right now has made their mindset be promoted to the heavens, man. And it's funny that at the same time as women have become more and more free in the world, well, so-called freedom anyway, that the world has become it's most wicked that it's ever been. Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel.